Well, there is a tendency, they've had a centrally planned economy in Venezuela since Chavez was elected in '99. And of course, as history shows us, this is not the most successful way to govern your country. It stifles free enterprise, it stifles, free markets, and it ends in failure. It always ends in failure. But, there's a tendency, even among some libertarians, to blame the whole thing on quote-unquote socialism. But in fact, you have to look at the other factors as well. And one of them is the U.S. meddling. And I noticed there was a really fascinating expose that The Intercept, which is Greenwald's publication, put out earlier this week. And they discovered that some libertarian organizations like Atlas were taking a bunch of money from the U.S. government to go down in Venezuela and undermine the government there and hoping for a regime change. And, I would think, the immediate reaction even among some libertarians is say, well, that's good, they should get a free market. If this is what it takes, that's okay. But they don't realize, since when is the U.S. interested in free markets? When are they interested in personal liberties? There are enemies here at home for protecting civil liberties, for free markets. So what makes you think that their real goal in Venezuela is liberties and markets?
And what's the other half of the equation? If they're going to send some help to a country like that, don't they first have to use force to take it from the innocent American working person? They steal the money. They steal the money, and then they're going to go down and do good. Yeah. And that's one of the obstacles that we always have is, the motivations, the wonderful motivations, American exceptionalism. You can't be opposed to that, or you're unpatriotic. So they can use that tool. And the other thing that they can use, the best way to promote this type of a policy is to be able to demonize. And of course, Chavez was a good person to demonize. And right now it's easy to do it and say, well, they're communists and all these things, which they probably are, if infiltrated. But I don't think the average person, in Venezuela, if they had a chance for the prosperity that freedom brings, it wouldn't take a whole lot to convert them to that. It's just not been offered to them. And we have been involved in that area of the world for a long, long time. And we're always interfering in their self-determination. Think about, how we create the country of Panama and these different, oh yeah, but that's good. We got a good canal out of that, as if it would have never happened any other way, yeah. So it's a situation that is going to be with us for a while, obviously.
And this is, I think, the essence of non-interventionism that people don't understand. The idea is for them to get to a place that's like this, but they have to get to that on their own. They can't be forced, they can't be bribed, they can't be, at the end of a shotgun, be told this is the correct system. As you've always said, the best thing for us to do is to provide the best example of the benefits and the bounty of a real free market system.
And right now that's become a difficult job, because we don't follow the free market, and we've distorted things so badly with being able to issue the reserve currency of the world and distort all economic systems and look at the debt system that we have. So it's really pretty hard to brag and say, yeah, we're going to leave you alone. We're not going to use our military might and no more sanctions. Just look at what we do and how wonderful it is, because who knows what our economy is going to be like in a year from now, and who will